Okay, so to clarify, right now the studio is being painted, so everyone here is high.
We're all hopped up on the paint fumes.
Hello.
I like to call it
Hey.
happy. We're happy.
Crowd surfing.
My name's Tom Vessel.
I'm Z Garcia. Last time I checked.
Was that all? Okay, I'm Camilla Cleghorn.
I'm Mike Delisio.
And I'm Z Garcia.
Still, since last time.
So today we're taking a look at 2 weeks worth of crowd surfing because next week we'll be at the retreat, Dice Tower retreat, and so it's a good thing we're taking a look at 2 weeks because 1 week was pretty sad.
Yeah, but there's some big stuff coming down the pike now. I think things are opening up now. We got some big things this week. I'm currently backing 2 things that we haven't even covered yet because they're too new.
Well, let's talk about something we're not covering today because there's a contest.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so this contest is for a game called Forsaken. So before I tell you what the contest is, let's tell you how to enter it. Oh, you can look. There it is, contest@dicetower.com. Email that email address. Put the subject line Forsaken in it, which is Z's last name, and answer the question, what is the name of the main planet in the game? Now, Forsaken is
Garcia. You just told everybody it was my last name, Garcia.
Forsaken is a sandbox adventure. It's from Game Trace. You might know Game Trace as the company that makes all the cool inserts for games. Well, now they have their own game company. And so Forsaken here, which is designed from one of the same designers who did Western Legends. And so it's like a sandbox style game, but it's like on a weird sci-fi world. I've seen it. I have not played the game, looked at it at Gen Con, looked really interested. Brian Drake from the Dice Tower really liked it.
He did.
He played it, had a really good time checking it out. And so I'm a big fan of sandbox games, so looking forward to trying it out, especially with all the cool game trays built into the game.
Story as well.
Yes, a lot of story elements to it.
Yeah.
So like thousands of words, tens of thousands of words of story elements.
Cool.
It's a lot of words.
It's going to be on Kickstarter for 3 weeks, so we'll talk about it when we come back and talk about it a little bit more. It's doing very well. Currently has 1, 2, 3, 4 backers. Pretty interesting. Anyhow, enter that contest, and you might win. Like I said, we're taking a look. Oh, super chat. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you, John.
Hello.
John said hi to everyone except. Oh no, he said hi to everybody.
Haha.
Oh no, wait, he didn't.
You're gonna say it.
He called me Tim. He called me Tim.
Hey,
Hi,
Tim.
Chad. Hi, Z. Hi,
Look,
Mike. Hi,
What's
Tim.
up, Tim?
It's a super
Hi,
chat.
Killa.
Your name is Tim now.
Can I call you Tim?
Tim
Alright.
Vassal.
You know, I want to name one of my sons Tim, but my wife said no. I want to name my kids Timmy and then Tammy, and
Oh my God.
Your wife is
Tim.
correct.
that was a joke. I would not have.
You would have.
I would not have.
Hey,
I would have named the
might
kid
have.
Tom, but my wife doesn't like that idea.
Nah.
Would you
She
have
said it's too
called, would you have
confusing.
called him Junior?
No, I don't like the name Junior as a name.
Junior.
Unless you call it Junior, I still don't like it as a name.
What if his middle name was Junior? Like Tom Junior Vassal Junior.
The third.
Yep, the third.
Get that
could
paid out of
do
your
that.
system. Okay.
Nah, baby. I'm Z Garcia. Hello.
Alrighty. So anyway, we got a lot of projects to look at, but before we have some projects to look at, here's a word from Mark.
Streed.
This spotlight is brought to you by Arvis Games Inc. Time to assemble your crew. In USC Reach, it's time to leave Earth behind and find a new world. On the way, you will discover the marvels of the universe, rescue rookie space travelers, scavenge resources, improve your crew and ship by using deck building, hand management, and variable phase order mechanics. Your goal here is to secure a safe landing location on humanity's new home planet and collect the most points to win the game. To do that, you must gather your crew and allocate them strategically to your ship departments to overcome the challenges of space before others, while keeping an eye on your landing requirements. For more information, please check out the campaign, which is now live on Kickstarter.
Okay, so here
USB
we
reach.
go. This
Here
one got
we go.
added at the last minute because it's a short Kickstarter, and that's The Legacy of You. Not you, but you. Anyhow, this is from Garfield Games. Definitely artwork done by his brother.
Yep.
I still don't think his brother can draw action poses particularly well.
This is actually his brother who does the artwork, the designer's brother.
Who does artwork for the particular series? Like he did
Not the West Kingdom
Yeah, he did
stuff.
the
I
Hadrian's
know,
Wall.
yeah.
He
Like
did this one.
I mean, it's very. The artwork, you can pick it out. That is
Absolutely.
that artist.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
So that's something.
I don't agree with you because I love the cover. I absolutely love the cover.
I like the cover except for the guy. What's he? Is he falling?
No, he's getting ready to just like launch that.
I like the
Wow.
picture of the guy holding the tuning fork. That
Uh-huh.
one looks good.
It's the same guy.
Yeah, I'm saying that picture looks good. Anyhow,
I like his
I see what you're
artwork.
saying.
I do
Like, if you
too,
look at
actually.
the foot, if you look at that leading foot, you don't know.
no,
you know if he's leading
if
with
you
the
like,
toe.
I
So
will
could
say
see.
you should see the aliens he draws. I would argue
They're good or not good?
I don't
they're
understand.
not good.
They're kind of creepy. They're a little creepy.
Defend the aliens.
I'm going to put it to you this way. I think that they've gotten better.
They have gotten
They've
better.
gotten better. So,
Okay.
but that being said, this is a Shem Phillips game.
Solo only.
Resettable short campaign. 7 games, win or lose.
We can stop right now, Mike. I mean,
Yeah.
we're done with
Check,
this crowdsurfing.
check,
check.
Please.
Yeah.
I don't want to
he's
say that I
out.
feel like this game was literally designed for me.
It's for you. It's the legacy of you.
Were
It's
you
the legacy of
consulted?
me.
There'd be a quote down
the
there Mike
legacy.
says, this game was designed for me.
It kind of feels like it does. I've got to say, honestly. So yeah,
That's amazing.
To say I'm.
I better pull back from
Excited,
that.
yeah.
I like most of the artwork in this game. I
Yeah.
don't want to be.
I think the action poses are very stylized
Yeah, I
to
think it
this
looks very
type
cool.
of art. Yeah, I don't.
It's cool, man. I
Yeah.
like the look of this.
Yeah, I
What
think,
kind? This is Euro style.
Yeah,
a little bit?
It's got some worker placement. It's got some resource management. It's. It looks like it's going to be. It looks like it's going to have some similarities to not only other games of his, but actually it looks like it has even a little bit of similarities to Hadrian's Wall, which was not his design. He
Oh.
published it.
Oh, really?
But I can see like maybe some little kind of nods to that too. So
Interesting.
I'm pretty stoked for this.
Okay, nice.
I'm backing
Very nice.
it. I'm just,
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to say, Mike?
Not yet.
Okay.
Talk to me towards the end of the show, and I might have a little more to say.
This is the most spoilery
Why
intro
would it
we've
come
ever
back
done.
again?
You
I
put
don't
this at the
understand.
beginning, and you already
Why would it-
put it out there, Tom.
All right, Red Dragon Inn, Battle for Greyport, Chaos and Copperforge.
Pick of the week.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a lot of words.
So many words.
Well, it's because there's a game called Red Dragon Inn, which is about
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
drinking and passing cards. It's a silly game that's made a ton of money.
Yeah.
Red Dragon Inn, then Battle for Greyport's a different game, and this is an
Deck
expansion.
building game, right? It's some deck building game apparently.
Yeah, I don't think
I never even heard of it, so when I saw this many words, I'm like, wait, what is this?
Right.
I know Red Dragon Inn. Oh, they made a deck building game. Oh, they made an expansion to that deck building game.
Right.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's definitely like
So,
layered.
Right.
I have. Is it possible to have negative interest in something? Is
Yes,
that-
that's like the.
Yeah.
That's not actually possible, right?
Yes, it is.
Sure it
The
is.
paint
Negative.
says no.
Yeah. I'm not. This has been. This whole series of games has been out for a long time, right? These Greyport games. They also do
I don't know about
those.
Greyport.
You're
but the Red
thinking of
Dragon
Grey
Inn.
Skull, Mike.
By the power of Greyport. I don't know.
No,
I
no.
have the deck.
I think. All right, you know what? I'm just going to look at the
Let's move
project
on.
data.
Okay.
No, we're not moving on.
Let's move on real quick.
All right, Tim, calm
When
down.
you-
Ah!
So let's go back. There's Red Dragon Inn,
Yes.
Kung Fu Fight. Okay, Red Dragon Inn. There it is. Battle for Greyport. You're right. That
I
is.
have heard
And
of it.
then
Yeah, I knew I'd
Pirates.
heard of
No,
it.
but that has been a while ago. That
Yeah.
was.
Oh, that looks good.
And everybody was calm.
That was
Positive interest
2016. Negative mind. Negative mind. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay.
I never played this one. I don't know if
No.
it's good or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
I also don't know that.
Yeah.
All right. Ivion Season 2, Winter's Bite.
Winter's Bite.
So this is kind of a smash 'em up
Yeah, well, you kind of like.
Right. Like
combat.
You say you've played an earlier version of this?
Yeah, this is on my. It's on my desk at home. I just keep not getting it
this
played.
one
You
specifically.
have a desk
the
at home?
The winter one or one of
You've
the
seen
other?
Nice. Oh, that desk is still there?
It weighs like 800 pounds. It's never getting
Ooh,
moved.
I remember that. At one point, it had, I believe, 12 monitors?
Wow.
Look, the point.
I'm
it's not
kidding.
12.
In this game, you can spill cold blood.
Cold blood
You
specifically.
can build.
Spill.
Oh, spill. I think he said build.
You're not. I think you're. Can it be possible for you have the negative impact on today's video? All right. So, this is a shuffle 'em up combat game where you take two different decks. You pick like a hero type and then something else, and you put them together. And then
Okay.
although each of these boxes comes with two pre-built against each
Yeah,
other,
yeah.
and then you can mix and match them. That's not a terrible way to do that.
There are so many games like
Yeah.
this. Unfortunately, right now, this is a really crowded area.
It is. I'll tell you
Combat.
though, I kind of like the look of this.
I wonder
do
if I
like
should-
it.
I
I
wonder
don't
if I
wanna
should
play
play
it,
this with
but I
you
like the
because you
look.
like this kind of game.
I
though.
do, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's a game, it's an area of gaming that is crowded.
It is.
Head-to-head fighty stuff, and the way you combine your deck is either take two halves and shuffle them, just deck build, can't modify your deck, deck build. Like, you know, it's just sort of a delivery system's different, and then you get to the game and it's like, oh, yeah, I've played
Right.
this before.
Yeah.
I don't know that I
Basically.
played one like this because it has these three
not out.
different. This is just an expansion. It's
Oh.
definitely out.
This is season 2.
I want to try this with you.
There you go.
Wait, this one is an
I have
expansion?
negative interest in
I thought it was like a new
I think it's
iteration
new, I think it's just more factions.
Yeah,
More
no.
in
So
order
the,
to
the
mix
first the
it.
first series
Okay.
was 3 boxes. Here's 3 more.
Yeah.
Got it, okay.
And this is like
More
with the
mix and
Winter
stuff.
World.
All right.
stuff,
And there was an entire original game. They just redid a lot of stuff. So I really need to try it out.
All right.
You do like that look, Mike? You
I,
said?
I like the frozen kind of. I just like that aesthetic. The look of the game. I have zero interest in this. In
Right.
generally, most of these types of games. So
Yeah, that's right. You're not.
this
a
is not my
fighty-
wheelhouse. But I like
Yeah.
kind of the look of this frozen type of thing. I think it's neat.
Yeah, I was with you on that. I thought it was a really stark look too, because
Yeah.
like with the blood splashes and stuff, it's
Right.
a lot of contrast in it. I like
Red
it.
on white, blood on the.
Hi, here's one of our only dice projects. Wild Earth Dice, the Cyberpunk collection. This one's doing really well too. $52,000
For
is
dice,
not.
it is.
But if you want these, they're
Trying to
glow in
figure out.
Yeah. What
Dark.
you can't read that at all.
I know there was one. I think it was the other dice that I really liked. I don't think.
Here's
it's
the
these.
thing: is I think whoever's taking the shots of these dice is doing a great job.
Yeah.
They're just not going to look like that, unfortunately.
Yeah, no,
These
they're
are glow in the dark,
Right.
and they're shining ultraviolet lights on these and
Yes.
all kinds of
Of course,
stuff.
Very much
yeah. There's a
so,
lot of
yeah.
trickery happening there.
Right.
Which is too bad because I would like to roll dice if they looked like that all the time.
Do you like the font of the numbers?
Yeah, because
there?
it's readable.
It is big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's particularly legible. It is big, and it fits the theme.
It does.
Right, it
yeah.
has that cyberpunk feel.
Yeah, I don't love these. No,
You
and
hate
again,
most dice.
well, like I said, there's a dice project coming up that I did like.
I don't like these.
At least until I saw
Those
the
are,
price.
yeah,
Oh.
I don't like those.
There was one in here I did like. Was it red and yellow, maybe? No?
Nah.
How many dice are in this project?
Too many.
You know, 2. I'm not going back. All right, next project. River Trek board game, which was funded in less than a day.
Oh.
23 hours.
I like that cover,
I like
actually.
that cover too. Actually,
That's cute.
I was
Yeah.
pretty charmed by that. I'm like, that's a neat.
Although that one guy's backpack is humongous.
Well, no, he's using the project from later.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Mike. Sorry, Tim.
The ultra. sorry.
Yeah.
I don't think that aesthetic like went into the game very well though.
Yeah,
like, I thought
no,
the
it-
board looked. Or sorry, the cover looked great, but then
Right.
yeah, once you
Yeah.
actually got to the board,
Hey, those tokens are from Can't Stop.
Well, they've used these tokens, What's a Pog, or I forget how you
Oh,
pronounce
this is What's a
it.
Plug. It's with all this talent sitting around, let's
Play a game.
play, let's produce something, a game. Or
Okay.
it's definitely with all this talent sitting around,
Wow.
let's publish our awesome game.
what is happening? What is he doing?
No,
The
What's a
name
Plug?
of the company.
It's an acronym.
It's an acronym.
Oh,
A very
It definitely
very
stands
long
for
acronym.
with all this talent sitting around. I think that it's let's publish our awesome game. I think that's what it is.
oh, jeez.
I like the cover.
I like the cover.
Yeah.
That's about all I got.
Yeah.
Lots
it's
of
too
Plug
bad.
games are definitely geared towards kids.
Okay.
And they have this sort of mass market look to them. In fact, this cover is the outlier here for
Yeah.
sure. If you look at their line of games, they've got some neat games, but they all look a little mass markety, like the kind of game you go into a Toys R Us and would buy.
They're such a
back then.
Yes.
weird company, though. They like Jet, not Jet Set.
Set.
No, it's not Jet Set. It's Jet. Anyway, is it Jet Set? Anyway, it's a very cool, involved, advanced like Airlines Europe style game.
Yeah, it's
really
like
like
a
it.
route
Then they
building
make the Echidna. Echidna Shuffle.
Oh, Echidna Shuffle, right.
Then he made a game that I don't think they sell anymore. Remember they made one with all the little plastic beer
Bottles?
bottles?
Yeah, it's
that
a
look
great
like
game.
they look like they were from a kid's kitchen. In fact, I could see kids going, ooh, but it was all beer and,
Wow.
and alcohol for some
Interesting.
game collection game. And I was like, That's like tempting to kids, but I don't think I'd want kids to be like, ooh, look,
Yeah.
Mom.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just like you.
They've made interesting games for sure, but their looks are always a little flat for me. I'm literally like texturally flat.
Echidna Shuffle did a little bit of buzz, though, right? I mean,
Well, it didn't hurt that he has shown up at the last like 7 conventions with that same game.
That is true.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't
It's been a
realize what you're
while
saying.
since they've
It's
put
in our
something
library,
out.
actually.
Yeah.
We have that and the Jet game. Is it Jet Set?
Zia said yes.
Look
about
at
14
the
times.
comments here. Somebody will correct both of us if that's not right.
They're going off on the I have no talent, all the acronyms,
Ah, okay.
which is quite amusing.
Echidna Shuffle. Jumbo Jets. It is Jet Set. Okay, I don't know why. Switching Tracks, which was fine. Yeah, the beer one's not on here. That was before. That was pre-Kickstarter.
Buccaneer Bones, I might have played that game.
You might have. All right.
All right.
Meet Me at the Creek, a BMFS family board game ages 8+. So I'm a little confused in this because I saw
I'm very
BMFS
confused.
and I was like, I don't know what that is.
Did you Google it?
I did.
And it's definitely
It's
not,
not an
a family board game
It's not
at that
an 8+
point.
thing, so I thought
Yeah.
I must have Googled the wrong thing. Also, I'm going to stop Googling.
Yes.
I don't know that you did Google the wrong thing. I'm not sure.
I think it can be multiple things. I mean, of course, it can be like
Okay.
shorthand text, but then it's the right thing. What I came to believe is it's this Russian band with
Right.
like complex musical compositions, rock version.
Space
Okay,
Rock.
then that's what I
in
found.
space,
But,
yes.
but it was not
Definitely not-
kid-friendly
definitely not.
at all, and
No.
it says 8+.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't get it. But I
So,
think this
yeah.
also has a adult version of it, doesn't it? I want to say, like, if you scroll down, there's like, you can add adult content to it. I'm not sure if this is that project. I thought it might be.
Are
But
goats like what they call their fans?
I could not tell you. I am so confused by everything about this
Right.
project. It looks like a bunch of Grateful Dead posters put together.
Yeah,
which that
I'm
art-
totally not getting the 8+ from this art.
If you're into that style, sure, it looks distinct,
Right.
right? It kind of reminds me of that Cosmic Frog even kind of look, those types of games. But I have no idea what this game is about.
I have no idea what's happening.
Right.
This looks like a bunch of
Well, stop smelling
coasters.
the- Oh, you mean in this game?
Yes.
Yeah.
This looks like a bunch of coasters. It looks like a Parcheesi board up top
Yeah.
with like trippy artwork on it. And then you scroll out
Musical
a little bit and
goats.
there's a few goats playing banjos. Someone
Explain it.
This,
Right.
this
Get me
seems
out
like
of here.
this seems like a project that is a very small niche group of people, and they just want to relive and kind of like this is their thing, right? You know,
What's
and
their
so
thing?
I don't understand whatever this not Banff. What is it?
I don't know.
Whatever the thing is called again, the whatever the band. Anyway,
BMFS or something.
I will say that
Yeah,
if you
so
folks
it's
at
like-
home want to get a feeling of what we're all going through right now after sniffing paint fumes for 8 hours, just look at that board for a while and you get a
Right.
pretty good
That's
indication.
what's
Because that's a
happening.
visual representation of sniffing paint.
It's a Parcheesi board.
But
I
it
mean,
is.
But right, yeah, there's no gameplay to it. But I think it is just it's a passion project. These couple people, they went to a concert and were like, that was revolutionary. I want to experience that over and over again, and then threw up on some cardboard. I don't know.
I don't get that. Like, well, the music inspired us so much. It was rocking. It was life changing. Let's make a board game.
Yeah.
What?
Right,
Like,
I don't
what
understand
am I
that leap.
missing?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not. This is,
So goat miniatures.
maybe
that's
they're
what you're
not.
missing.
Maybe they're not
Not my
trying
pick of the
to market it to people that are not familiar with them.
But they're also then saying there's additional instructions for an 18+ adults
Right.
version of the game to
Right.
play, which you can download for free. Something most adults will not want to skip out on. Really?
You don't know me.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway,
How much is
moving
it
on.
making? Where is it at?
25,000.
Pretty well.
How many people?
198.
100,
I mean, that's a
entire
decent-sized
BMFS
concert.
fan club
it's
is backing
every
this.
person who likes BMFS
Right.
is backing this.
Aren't they the K-pop band?
No, they're
This
not.
game is smooth
right.
like butter.
Tournament of the Mythic Kingdoms
no idea
Mountain and
what that is.
Dungeon decks. So these are some playing card decks,
Playing cards.
and with some fantasy, really nice art
I
actually.
think these are very
I-
interesting looking.
Yeah.
These are very,
like
very nice. I love
like
the
these a lot.
artwork.
Do you like
It's-
the regular cards?
I do like those. Yeah, I think they're good. I like custom pips anyway. If they're going to customize one thing, I'd rather it all be done. I think these look fantastic. I'm not a huge fan of changing the color across all 4 suits. You know, I'd rather have like the
Sure.
2 black, 2 red suits. And
Makes
even
sense.
if they mess with that a little bit, I'm like, all right, fine. But it's 2 of one, 2 of the other. They do leave the corner index alone, though. So there's actually 2 black and 2 blue.
I see.
But then the pips are slightly colored, like purpley, black ones, reddish, bluish, whatever.
Yeah.
So not tremendously problematic, but the artwork in this, man,
Yeah.
I think this
So
looks
good.
great.
What's your favorite
Yeah.
deck? Let's go through the decks, Tom.
My
You already
favorite-
skipped one. This is a
My
complete
favorite is
Sorry,
there's
okay,
only the
Mythic
2.
Kingdoms.
Mythic Kingdom.
There's only the 2 available right now in this Kickstarter, and I like the red one better.
You like the
The
dungeon
dungeon
deck.
one.
Because it's that
See.
orange on golden orange look.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna look really good, like a burnt orange vibe.
Okay.
I don't know, actually. I think they both look good.
Ooh, it's a purple deck.
Look at that cover
What's
in
the
back.
purple deck?
Look, I think that orange.
Oh.
That's just a joke. Oh, no, it's a magic deck.
That's
Yeah,
magic deck.
they had an old Kickstarter that had purple and something else.
I like the magic deck.
Yeah, that orange and red and gold foiling.
Yeah.
Woo!
It's really pretty.
I'm all about that. I might back these.
Oh, okay.
I like
Ooh,
these
that's
a
high
lot,
praise
a lot.
from
Yeah.
Z Garcia.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
All right. That is cool. All right. Space Lion. Lead 1 of 5 asymmetric armies to outmaneuver and overrun your enemy's fronts in this rad
Radical.
sci-fi game of base defense and unit management.
Gnarly.
I'm sorry. They should have just stopped that rad sci-fi game. And they're like a base defense and unit management.
You lost.
Gag me with a spoon, dude. The price point, I think, is nice. It looks like they're kind of trying to take a game that maybe is got a little bit of meat on the bones, and they're putting it at a pretty reasonable price. So I like that.
This doesn't look terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I would
Couldn't
certainly.
I couldn't get a real good feel for the gameplay. Again, fighty game.
Yeah,
I get that.
Do you like the art?
No.
No, I think it's fine.
I'm ambivalent.
I don't,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
that
like,
was
I
okay.
kind of,
Yeah.
I wavered on it, but no, I don't like. You asked if I liked the art. I don't like the art. Do I dislike the art? Yes.
It's a little.
I don't.
It's like anime adjacent, I think.
Yeah, no,
I mean, I
don't-
like the
I don't hate it.
asymmetricness of, the little bits, but
I'm
again,
part
is
of the
that
kudzu army.
new? Not necessarily,
Mike, you can be part of the vacuous army.
Well,
Vacuous?
people have called me vacuous from time to
Vapid,
time. That too.
I'll just
squamous.
vacuous.
Ooh.
I got to pull that out. That's actually it's not very nice.
No, it's not. None of those words were very nice.
Play now.
Vapid is not as bad as like squamous.
Well,
There's not a ton of. I mean, there's some text on the cards, but I
Yeah.
don't find these to be overloaded. So there's
No.
that.
No.
I thought that, the cards had a pretty clean graphic design to them.
All right.
Someone was saying it was on GameFound previously.
Oh, it was.
Oh, interesting.
I'm sure we
aware of
mentioned it
that.
then and said the same stuff.
Yeah, I
Back
do
then I
feel
said, "Z, do you like the artwork?" And he was
did
like,
look
"Yes." Did it
familiar
look
to me. Yeah.
Not to me, but
All right, printed cases for card game collections. Store your trading card collections up to 1,400 cards.
Woof. Let's go.
you could almost put your Marvel Champions in there.
Almost. I think these are cool looking.
Yeah,
They are-
I like these.
From experience though, I don't think these are very good to transport.
But I mean, how often do you take your entire Marvel Champion somewhere if you're going to go, or your
Or
one of
Magic
these,
or
or
whatever.
whatever,
Yeah,
your LCGs. If you're going to go play, you usually build a deck and take it, right?
I'd rather have one of those cases with a handle that has them all sorted in it. If I'm in my CCGs days, I want to take this many cards with me because I want to have multiple decks to pull out. I don't think
Really?
this would carry well.
What about for like Dominion? Would you put your
That's the
Dominion
thing. So I'm almost
collection
thinking
in
about, well, no, because
Yeah.
I would have to pull this off the shelf, and it doesn't look like it's easy to carry around. It also, it just feels like these things are often fragile.
there? Yeah,
This
do you,
one
They
might
put a
not
big
be.
old weight on it, so they're saying it's durable and you can stack them even.
Right. I mean, it does have. It is.
I also don't love these. They all look like Gloom and Doom, and I don't know what games that would match.
I will say that was I think the one was like Arkham Horror, the one with
Yeah.
the big scratch was and then there's another one if you go down that kind of reminded me of the Lord of the Rings game.
Here they
the
are.
one
Okay, here you go.
the middle of the bottom.
Oh, you're right. It is Lovecraft.
like-
yeah.
Oh, okay. So, gosh,
For
that's so
Arkham
smart.
Horror, yeah.
I never said otherwise.
Celtic doesn't look
Yeah,
too...
they're just all dark and.
I agree. None of those are particularly singing to me.
I really-
They just don't.
That's because you're not in tune
But
with
I also
Cthulhu.
feel like this is one I would want to see
Blending
in
in.
person. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one I would want to see in person, just the wood quality. Because I really like what it's doing. It looks good. This is something that I would consider for, as I am getting more into those, Arkham Horror and Marvel
Yeah.
Champions and things. But I would want to see a product like that, because this is a product that I'm going to use a lot and I'm going to build upon and I'm
Yeah.
going to open and play with, and I want to touch this quality, before I buy.
I agree with that.
Is that actually made of leather? leather adventure, or is it just giving that look?
I thought it was just
probably
the look.
just
They do
the
have
name.
screws in, which is
Yeah.
unusual for
Yeah.
these. They're usually
Right.
not.
They did say that it's all screwed together, but then it's like a certain joint on the sides and then screwed in for.
Boy, there's no
for that,
handle.
but-
I hate having to carry these things like this, or, they're.
Oh no, I disagree.
Stack
I
'em
would
on your
hate to
head.
carry it with a handle. That would make me so nervous. If that handle breaks and the whole thing falls, like I trust you have two hands, something like this.
Okay.
2 handles then.
You got.
Maybe there's some sort of particularly large tote that this could go
Oh,
in.
Maybe.
If only.
If only something existed like that.
I almost
Yeah.
didn't put this on the list because I'm so opposed to the name. Mini Meeple Melee.
So here's my issue with the game, other than I
it's
don't
called.
think it looks terribly compelling, is that when they've got the animated pictures that show you how to do it, it looks like it doesn't work well.
He
Like, you
fiddles
see what
with
I'm
it,
talking
the
about? It's
magnet,
a lot.
He fiddles. He's
Like, scroll down.
Yeah, like I'm surprised that their best filmed
Right.
shots.
Not
Yeah,
that one.
it's-
further
Like there's
down.
one where he's like reattaching
Yeah,
the two.
Yes.
it's like, really, is
I
this
know.
the best
I
you can
laughed
get?
at that also because
yeah.
I'm like, this is the best you could show.
Yes.
Maybe.
How many takes did you do?
I think you passed
Should
it,
have
but
done
that's
another
okay,
one.
because you have to wait for it to load up, I guess. Not
No,
there.
that's not it. It's one where he's like fiddling with them.
Yeah.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Is it
Is
this
this
one?
it?
Yeah.
Yes. No? No.
It's not even that one.
Right
Not that
above
one.
it. Right
No,
above it.
No.
There,
There it is.
it is.
There, watch it. Watch it. There it is.
It's like,
So he takes them like this and then repositions them.
and it's
And
all
then
kind of like,
repositions
It's like,
them,
oh,
and
no,
it's like,
somebody has like,
flop,
oh, whoops, my
The
bad.
magnet
Yeah.
like goes all wobbly.
yeah, it just,
Right.
I hurled when I saw this.
maybe again it's prototypey, who knows, but
This
I
is
don't know.
really prototype, but it's making almost $20,000 with 578 backers.
I do
so
wonder how
we're
much of
missing
this
something.
is just the travel nature. You can do it
Yeah.
on an airplane. You can do it in the back of a car. You know, what I mean, how much of it is just that?
And the novelty, too.
Yeah, but
right?
could it look a little
Novelty.
better? This looks like a game that someone homemade.
I agree. I don't think
Wait,
it
what's
looks,
the price point? Maybe that's a difference.
I think it's like 20 bucks.
That's
Yeah, I
not
did
bad.
that was my theory. I did
Telling
think
you,
it was a little bit high.
The Tiny Epic games usually go for 25. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
they
And
look-
that production
Yeah.
is like,
But
yeah,
But Tiny
very
Epic,
well
you
done.
wouldn't
They
pull it
canceled
out.
this
I mean, I was going
before.
to compare it more to like the Mint.
Well, like
or
yeah,
something
well,
like
even
that,
those
you
are
know?
cheaper. I want to say like Mint delivery and stuff. I don't even think those were 20 bucks.
I also hate the name so much, though. The whole
Yeah.
Meeple
yeah.
Melee.
Yeah.
Why are
It
Meeples
looks like they
fighting?
shoved a lot of game in that box. I will say that.
Yeah.
And that's, I guess, commendable. I'm
Sure.
not interested in playing this sort of little game you pull out of your pocket and play. Not a game that big. I can pull out a deck of cards and play, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it does seem like they put a lot in there, design-wise.
Yeah.
This
Okay.
is packing a lot into a little game that I don't have any interest in,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe folks will.
Yeah. Well, obviously it's
Yeah.
doing well.
I think my concern is just the fiddly nature of it, of keeping a little meeple in the thing, in the tin, moving it around, not, you know, it's like
Yeah.
the meeple needs to be magnetic or something like
Yeah, it
that,
is
you know.
magnetic,
Oh, it
though,
is
I think, yeah.
magnetic?
The meeples are?
Because he
I
threw
thought
it.
so.
'Cause he was throwing it at one point. If you did that,
This
it
game
magnetic.
is
landed.
playable
Yeah.
in space.
I love everything about it.
Oh, so it's got to be magnetic if you can take it in space.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm telling you, I don't care.
Oh.
This looks like a game I would enjoy. I can't get over how it looks, like any part
Yeah.
of it. I don't like the font. I don't like the cards. I don't like the artwork. I don't like the meeples. I hate the name. I don't like the dice.
What
I
about
don't
the
like
tin?
the tokens.
You like the tin?
Oh, I hate the tin.
Okay. What about that
Oh, You
table?
have feelings.
Table's fine.
Okay. I'll buy the table.
Those dice are weird, I just realized.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Speaking of dice, is this the dice you want to
That's what
buy?
I'm talking
Odyssey
about.
Dice
These are
debut collection.
beautiful dice, okay? Mm-hmm. There's one set that I particularly
All
like.
right, all right, we're gonna get. Let's try to
see
guess the
here.
set
All
Z
right,
like.
all right.
Here we go.
Let's
Our
see.
designs.
Is it one of these sets right here?
Wait,
He's like, wait, I take it back. I hate them all.
Not one of those.
Okay. Well, here we go. Maybe there's sets down here.
Okay, here we
Okay,
go.
Blazing Inferno.
It's
That's
not-
pretty cool.
it's not-
That's
it's
not. It's not
Blazing
it.
Inferno,
No.
No, no, for
It's
him.
definitely not bleeding.
I actually like this one a lot.
It definitely has
Some
that blood
face is
look.
hard to read for
Yeah.
some
It
reason.
doesn't matter if
Yeah,
you roll
why?
the red number; it's the highest number on the die.
Oh, that's what they're going for.
I like that a lot.
That's
you know,
not bad. That's not
Yeah.
bad. Kind of hate that.
It's not blood in the water.
Ooh, it might be though. What? That looks really good.
Yeah, but I don't
Those
think
look
that's
really
Z's
good when
favorite.
it has a lot of color in it, but like the ones that don't have as much are really hard to read.
Yeah, the problem is you can't guarantee
Right.
the
Like
way
this
they're filled.
10-sided one here.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
hard to see.
All right.
It's not Corrupted Garden.
Those are the ones I liked a lot. I like those.
Surprising.
Hard to read.
Why?
Because I was
Dragon's
surprised.
Embers. That's the ones he likes.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Oh, that is
Yeah, we're
pretty
calling
too.
this one.
I don't think so.
You're wrong.
Keep going.
That's your pick. It's definitely
There's
not
some
the same.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's this one.
There's some watery ones.
Whoa.
Jade Emperor? No,
That's
you can't,
pretty,
you
but
can't
not
see
for
it.
dice.
Land and sea?
Whoa, this one?
I think so, yeah.
No, you need to remember. You need to change your mind.
Again, like, guys, I haven't looked at it in a while. Keep going. Let me see if this
been
was
like
it.
20 minutes,
Like I
all
said,
right? Come on now.
I think it was the
Last
watery
breath.
ones.
Those look
breath.
great too.
Those are very nice and smoky.
Moonlit Stream is nice.
Those are nice.
Odyssey's
No.
Tempest, nah.
No.
Dawn? Oh, no.
I like those.
Nah. Dusk.
Those are good. That was a really legible.
Those are pretty.
And then that's the
I
opposite.
No, I
can't
hate
see
that.
at all. Wow.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I think the watery ones and the smoky ones right below them were my two favorites.
All right.
So those.
These last
yeah,
breath.
last
there.
breath.
I like last
and then
breath.
those, I think, look pretty good.
All right, so let me buy a set
That
of
looks-
these.
that-
I wish they were
like-
inked in something else. I don't like white on those.
Yeah.
If those were
What-
inked in black, they would rock.
That's supposed to be water? I guess I'm confused.
Yeah, land and sea.
Looks like
Wait, why is the
paint
retail
splatter.
pledge? I don't like that.
And then you look at the prize, and it's like a whole lot.
A lot of dough.
You can buy a single D20 for a bunch, and then if you want to get a set, how
well,
much
I'd
is
say
it?
$54 is not particularly expensive for the. No, it's.
Are you kidding?
I'm not for dice. No, it's not.
I think it's a lot for dice.
Sounds like a lot to me.
I do like those D4s, though.
The
D4s are great.
Those are the same ones that Tom
I
got, right?
think-
Well,
That we
those
played
are
with?
like they're round like this and then round
Yeah.
like
This
this.
one.
These have conical sort of
okay,
ends.
yeah.
I think we're moving away as time goes by from these stupid.
Yeah, those
Caltrop.
It's so
D4s
weird that they
No.
include both. They have two D4s in there.
That's because some guys have been like,
Yeah, I bet there's a lot of RPGers that still want to have those.
alrighty,
Stupid,
folks. Well,
man.
before we go to our next project, once again, we have something from Mark.
Streed?
This spotlight is brought to you by the sound of drums. Welcome to the Mediterranean Sea in ancient times. Over centuries, empires in the Mediterranean seas expanded their areas, mostly peacefully and mostly by merchants and not by soldiers. There have been immense opportunities to build trading powers in the rich and fertile regions. But the moment has come when the greed for more power and wealth is only stopped by another powerful empire at the frontiers of yours that has ambitions and plans of their own. Players will need to decide to send armies or diplomats to regions far away from their capital to declare war or to keep the peace. The game features civ building with huge maps and outstanding wooden materials. The game is highly interactive. The action cycle is the engine of the game, and there is practically no downtime. The game series History of Ancient Seas is the ultimate journey through these exciting times. Build fleets, develop your city, explore unknown lands, conquer islands, and build a great empire. And the series also features the same basic mechanisms across all games. So, for more information, please go check out the campaign, which is now live on Kickstarter.
All right, our next game is a small little game or an expansion called Sea of Legends, Vengeance of the Empires. Now, this one has 2,000 backers. This is from Zach Wiseman, who Guildhall Studios. Sea of Legends is a game that's in the Dice Tower library. It is a very piratey game. It has a horrific rule book and a terrible opening day app.
Yes.
And I like the
sold
game
me.
anyway, despite those two things. But I would have liked it more had the rule book been less confusing and the app worked better.
Right. And they have worked
fixed
on those
both?
two things. Yes. So with this Kickstarter, you can get the season 1 or whatever they're calling it upgrade pack. So if you have the original stuff, it's a new rule book, and the updated version is in beta now. They've made micro updates, but then also completely overhauled the app, and the overhaul app is now in beta that you can try. But then you can get the upgrade kit with this, which is the new player aids, a new rule book. They've given you faction guides now, because I think one of my biggest complaints with the game was just controlling the factions and having to every time look up the rules, who moves where, what are they going for. It has a faction guide now to kind of lead you through that. So I'm really excited about those upgrades to the base game because I like it a lot.
Can you solo this in
You
think
can.
you can.
I believe
Yes.
so. Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
You are a pirate. You pick your pirate, and then you have someone who you're in love with, and someone who's your what do they call it?
Nemesis.
Nemesis?
Yo, lover and a nemesis.
Lover and nemesis, and then it's a little, and then there's these factions. That's what you're seeing here.
Yes.
These are like bad guys who show up, and so you are you can follow like side adventures. You can like try to win your lover, or you can try to beat your nemesis, or you can go fight these bad guys, or you can go do like a main quest or just different quests.
You have your captain's quest, your lover's quest, your nemesis quest, or controlling the bad guys.
And you're building up your ship. You're adding crew.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a ton of stuff to do.
Is it a campaign game?
No.
No, it's a solo. It's a single
How
game.
long is it?
2 hours?
I would say 2
3?
hours. It's a little bit longer. Yeah.
Okay.
So it is app assisted, and so you at the beginning when you choose your character, you also type in your lover and your nemesis, and then so as you're going through each of those different quests, you like track it through the app,
Okay.
and it reads you the story, and it's really interesting because like then all the my lover and nemesis will be in there, and we'll come find out that maybe my lover is your cousin, something like that, and so it's like this weird.
Jerry. So interesting. Have you played Dead Reckoning?
I have.
And you both have played both.
They're
Yes.
totally different games.
Very
Okay,
different games.
so they don't. They
I
can't
don't
even be
think so.
compared. Large,
not playing it,
piratey type games. You wouldn't.
This is more like story.
Okay.
Enriched experience.
Actually,
whereas,
think of Destiny's actually a little bit
Yes.
closer to
Okay.
that.
yes.
Okay.
Very.
All right.
Yeah.
Destiny's meets Dead Reckoning.
Meets Forgotten
Dead
Waters.
Reckoning is about the ship.
Yeah.
This is
Yes.
about the pirates.
Okay.
This is about the pirates, yeah. And it has kind of that. So then the factions, they're NPCs, and so it has kind of a little bit of semi co-op where it's like you all have to control the factions, or else they can win. It's like, hey, if you let them go too far,
Wow.
then you all lose.
It's like
But
Australia
you
did
also
that.
can
But you get
win by
points for
taking
beating
them out.
them.
You
Okay.
do. So that's an avenue of winning.
I gotcha. Well, that
So,
sounds interesting.
anyway,
I mean, it's a
it's-
shame that they had some issues to begin with,
Right.
but maybe they're
Yeah.
taking care of it now.
Yeah, this is one I've been interested in for a while now.
The look of it is certainly
It's so
striking.
good.
Pretty
It's kind of-
cool. An
yeah.
app-assisted, piratey. Yeah, a bunch of minis. I'm into this. Super
my
into
gosh,
it.
Yeah,
it's
I would
so cool.
definitely
Gotta try this out.
And now it's gonna have a kraken. I love krakens. It has all the little tentacles, and like one of the stretch goals was for them to be unique little tentacles. Oh, it looks so
You
good.
gotta have
Wait, you
unique
gotta
It
tentacles.
looks so good.
You
I
gotta have
do.
unique tentacles.
Hey,
Got to have the
I guess I
tentacles.
like it.
Oh, hold on. Big
Wait,
boy.
did you know this quote was there? Yeah, that was like, I do?
Yeah, I
Oh,
did. I knew that was
you?
there. I didn't know that was there. That's okay. You can keep going. I'm blushing. Go away.
Well, if it was Mike's quote, we would have actually skipped right by
Laugh,
that.
We need to go
laugh.
back. We need to go back
All
to
right.
make sure. I'm putting a quote in right now.
Trailblazers, outdoor adventure game. Does that mean you can play it outdoors?
Yes.
You know it.
Apparently, because the deluxe edition is waterproof. It's the PVC cards.
We're
So-
playing it at the pool.
Let's do it,
Yes.
along with every
also-
Chip Theory game,
Are we
too.
also
Yeah.
getting
Like a chip. You're like, it's in
On
the
the
pool.
cruise. Yeah.
Is it magnetic?
No. So this is the designer of Pipeline and Curious Cargo.
That was so interesting.
And so...
Wait, it is?
Yes. So it's it's a much lighter version of that mechanism. So
Oh, it is Ryan. You're
I
right,
am
Ryan Courtney.
cautiously interested in trying this because I did not like Curious Cargo. It made my brain explode, but I think this is going to be a more accessible version of that kind of pipe laying
Yeah,
mechanism.
yeah, like waterworks kind of.
Kind of. This
idea.
looks more attractive and appealing to me because it also looks like it, plays well solo.
This is such an old genre, and by
Yes.
that I don't mean that to be, that I'm throwing shade on this or anything. I just mean that it's been a while since they've made one of these connecting games
Yeah.
for a while
Yeah.
there. They were all the rage.
Yep.
Like Metro all the way up to like Aqua Romana.
Yeah, and even like Suro and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
But I
and
like
then for
this.
a while they kind of dropped off.
Yep.
This has dominoes that can go either direction. I love when games let you do that.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
looks really good, and this company. The only thing is, I wish their games had delivered already.
Right.
They're about to be out, I
Yes.
think.
What's their other game?
They're doing those Knizia games.
That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
They did that trilogy of little games, and so that's
Oh, this makes me
we're
happy.
waiting on that to deliver. So
Yeah.
I want to see that in person
Right.
first.
I do too,
But this looks fantastic.
I thought so,
like the
too.
cover. I like the packaging, I should say.
Yep.
Artwork, stylistically, it looks fantastic. This is amazing for their second project ever. The style packed in here,
Yes.
the classiness of this
Yeah.
page, of everything they're showing off.
right.
I'm very impressed
And
by
I think
this company.
I think the heads of the company are dentists.
yeah.
They're not. It's not like they have like as far as I know, like a long career in board gaming. I'm sure
Right.
they've been board gamers maybe for many years, but that's why the title is Bitewing, the thing that
Yeah,
you put in your
Bitewing.
mouth.
Oh, I got
and that's a
it.
tooth as part of their logo. So
I see.
yeah, I'm with you, Z. I'm
I've
pretty
learned so much
impressed
from Mike today.
with what they've come out of the gate with.
Yes.
I'm
Right.
I'm also we both backed at least one of those games,
Right,
and we're
yeah.
both, I think, hoping that it turns out as well as it looked, because the campaigns have been great. They look
I
great.
think cautiously optimistic is the
Yeah.
right way to
Yeah.
put it, but man, just from the impression alone,
Right.
I think it looks great.
I think
Yeah.
to me this looks like a passion project done very, very well.
Mm.
You know, like this, because like you have that hiking theme, you have
Mm-hmm.
it's very well thought out, like the components, the delivery of it, the page.
Mm-hmm.
But so it's like a very, very well done passion project. Like this is what I want to see out of that.
Yeah.
You know, like they're bringing that background, that knowledge, and implementing it feasibly.
Yeah.
You know, in the whole package. So no, I agree. This is really, really
Oh,
appealing.
look at all those meatballs!
Yeah, that's if you do the
Really
Super Deluxe
appealing to
edition.
me.
Yeah, because you
Yeah.
can play up to 8 if you get the big one.
Right.
I don't care about that.
Yeah, I
But
know.
I like all those meeples. All
know.
right. The Necrohamster. So if there's one way to make some money on a board game,
Uh-huh.
is just take something cute, combine it with something horrific,
Right.
and yay, money!
Yeah, this also is a very distinct and probably divisive aesthetic too. You know what I mean? It's kind of evoking almost like, gosh, what would you say? I mean, I was thinking of like death metal, but it's
I
not
told you,
really
it's the
that.
cute slash horrific.
It's like,
More like
what
the
does this make me
tarot.
think of?
Yeah, maybe tarot.
some of the
maybe that's what
tarot
I'm thinking.
stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I think of a little bit is those shirts that we see at Gen Con with that company that always have
Oh,
like
you
the
mean
"Don't
Tea
bother
Turtle.
me." What is it?
Like the tea turtle stuff.
Yeah, it's like slightly
This is
darker.
not that. This is like the My Little Pony, the skeleton, the demon My Little Pony stuff that's at Gen Con.
But this has that cutesy meets
It does.
edgy thing.
It
like,
does.
I hate you, but it's a cute bunny
It's a cute
or
bunny,
whatever,
yeah,
right?
that kind of a thing.
Okay. yeah.
Yeah.
They've just pushed that a little bit. You know, made it morbid, a little more morbid. I think the look here is interesting. In fact, it kind of caught my eye. And then I finally got to some cards that they were showing off, and I just don't think this game is for me. There was a lot of... Every card seemed to be a variant on draw a card, discard a card from
Yep.
an opponent's hand, draw 2 cards. At the beginning of each of your next turns, draw a card. Like, that was everything.
Yeah, basically, from what I can tell, it's each card has a cost. You have to discard cards out of your hand to pay for that card. Everyone puts their card down and then do what the cards say. Like,
Right.
I believe that's literally how you play
Which
the
is
game.
like a
Okay,
take that.
well.
It's like steal someone's card or
Yeah,
switch a card
yeah.
or stand on your
Pay
head
for
and
a
clap
card.
twice. Like whatever.
Every card's going to
Something
trigger.
dumb, yeah.
Stuff will happen. Someone will win.
Right.
You know, it doesn't really appeal to me.
All right. Our other playing cards, we have The Secret Tale of Robin Hood.
Good old Robin Hood. These are cute too. I don't like these as much as I like the other ones. The people look a little funky, but
I really like
That's
that.
the thing. I liked the look
that ace is
overall, but the
great.
people were not quite. They were a little too.
Well, let's go down to
something
the
Smooth,
about
maybe?
them. Yeah, they look a little derpy. There was
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
them. I like the white deck for sure. I like minimalistic card backs like that. They don't make them very often. But I think the people look all right. I've got a few decks that this reminds me of.
I like the
And
layout of the.
They're funky
Cool.
layouts, yeah.
I really like that.
Large
spade ace.
aces are nice. I
Yeah,
like when
I
they
like
ever you
that
have a
a lot.
large ace. They did do custom pips. They're a little bit customized. Yeah, the whole thing is a nice looking deck. I don't really care for Robin Hood as a setting, and I think the court cards.
He robs from the poor and gives to the rich.
Yes, if I can, I'll rob from Robin Hood.
Z says Friar Yuck.
Is his name Robin Hood because of
I am putting the pun jar into play. Instead of a swear jar,
Starting
at the office,
tomorrow.
we're putting a pun jar.
Starting tomorrow.
No,
I
I don't
believe
need
you.
a
jar.
swear jar.
Chris won't have a
Chris,
paycheck,
you-
actually.
that's right.
just put his paycheck in there?
Into the puncher.
Right.
Revenue stream.
It would be a good revenue stream, yes. Because Roy's been Ben and Mike.
You were in on it
Nonsense.
earlier today. Don't
That was
even
an
think.
accident.
It was not an accident.
I blame
Because as
the
soon
paint.
as you said it, you
I-
giggled.
I felt ashamed.
You giggled.
I blame the paint.
I forget where we're. Okay,
Robin
I'm
Hood.
still
These
mind
are
boggled.
nice. These are
Why
nice.
is every of these playing cards? I don't get it. I want to look at the cards, and every project
Yes.
they spend 75% showing me the box.
Yeah, it's because
Well,
a
this
card
is-
is a card.
This is
for the
also a
most part.
special box. There's only 15 of them, which was crazy that there was that much spent on this. And there's only 15 total being made. Of course, they're gone.
Because they're being handmade.
You know?
Sure, but
Right,
even up
but
here,
it's like-
here's the cards, and then
Right.
it's box, this, box, 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 box.
You're talking about even the card, yeah.
I'm like, oh my word. And this happens more often than not.
Yes.
Yes.
It's kind of weird how deep you have to dig to just look at the cards' faces. But a lot of people collect cards and just leave them and they never open them.
I guess that's it. You're never going to look at the cards anyway, so you better look at the
Yeah,
box.
I know a lot of people do
Really?
buy these cards, yeah. Like a lot of people will buy everything twice, a set to open, a set to not open.
But what's the purpose of an unopened box of cards?
Same as like collecting anything. I mean, I don't know. You just
I-
display it. You don't open it. It's mint. It's
But then people can't see it. It's like, oh, look, a box. Like, why don't you just get an empty box then?
Okay, there are
Why
so many
fill it
board
with
gamers right
cards?
now who are
No, I'm
getting all
truly like-
antsy.
no, I'm not
'cause this
trying to
can be
be-
pointed towards them
Yes.
with their shelf of games, and they might as well have bricks in them because they never pull them out and play them.
That's fascinating to me. By fascinating, I mean horrifying. But,
yeah,
And it's
I mean,
you.
collect
I'm talking
it.
to you. You know who you
no,
are.
I guess. But I mean, that they might open them. But this, what
But
you're
they
explaining is the
won't.
purpose of you buy it to not open it.
To collect it.
Right. I guess
Yes.
that just I don't.
And it might go up in price. In fact, decks of cards that reliably go up in
They
price.
do. Interesting. I guess I just.
It's actually pretty easy for a deck of cards to go up in price considerably.
I guess that's just not something I know much about. That's interesting.
This is these retirement fund.
Yeah, I'm about to flip a bunch of cards, move to Tahiti.
So what, like just
but
a
you open
standard
yours and
deck?
enjoy
not,
them. That's
Don't
different.
tell them that.
Oh.
Not
don't
one that's
open them.
made out of anything special, but what's like the most a standard deck of cards is going to go for that's appreciated in value?
That has appreciated in value.
Yeah. Like, what are you talking? You're like $100 for a
Yeah,
deck of
100,
cards?
150.
Wow. And there's nothing special about them other than maybe a design or a rarity.
Yeah, they're
We
just
need to get
rare.
into this racket.
They made
telling you,
few,
man.
yeah. They made few, there's few left.
Why am I in the stock market? All right.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
Theoretically, if they're wrapped, people don't know what's inside the box.
We should
right?
move on.
Correct.
Here we go. On Circus Grounds, a narrative puzzle game. It seems like we're doing one of these a week now.
Yes, we are.
Actually, I should look up. I wish I had my phone. If an octopus could palm is one of the decks that's really, really rare.
Okay, someone just said in there, has she never seen someone collect unopened action figures? That's different because you can see the action figure through the packaging.
No,
I guess
I
that's
also
what's
think
so
that's
crazy.
dumb.
But I mean, like,
Those are toys. They're meant to be played
right, but I
with.
guess that's why I'm so confused about a deck of cards because you can't
Especially
see
when
the
you're
contents.
like an uncle or an aunt, and their nephews and nieces come over, and you're like, "Don't touch those," and the kids sit there and go, "Why are you collecting toys?"
How much are those, Mike?
On Etsy right now, if an octopus could palm version 2 or whatever, guess.
I don't know, 300.
$231.
Wow.
Although I am seeing it on Penguin Magic for $65.
Penguin. Gotta
Also,
trust the
everyone who
penguins.
collects those
Again,
toys, they
they
never
go
do
up,
anything
man.
with them.
They go up.
I mean, again, it's just
They'll be
not
like-
my thing. I guess
they'll be
I'm
like, it will
just
appreciate
baffled.
value. Then they die. Then their kids
Yes.
have to get rid of those
And then they
because
have
they're
a-
too old to play with them.
Then they have
Well,
a
that was
storage shed
morbid.
of it and don't know what to do with it.
Jeez.
Right.
It is morbid. It bugs me when stuff is meant to be. We have a board game collection at Dice Tower
Yeah.
to be played with.
Right.
No. Okay, what if a card gets creased and then I have to kill you? You started this morbidity, okay? You started it. No.
I ran out of a place to put my chicken wing bone, so I just used the Glory to Rome box in there. It's all good. It's all good.
All right.
Chicken wing
What is
ball.
going on today?
Lord of Rome. That's
page-
great. That's great. That's a
18.
multi-layered joke
I
right
do,
there.
How do you pronounce this? It's not Nambia. Is it?
Namibia.
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 Yeah.
So there's another 18XX game, although I noticed that in the past 3 or 4 years they're getting away from the XX part.
They are. This is
It should be
also
18 blank.
this is
18
a
blank,
pre-existing game that they have added player counts to. I think they've made it so that you have smaller player count variant and maybe larger. I've only played maybe one true 18XX. I've played a few Rails games and things like that. I don't love the look. They're not really my type of
You
game.
can
But
use
this
these.
one,
You can use these yellow, green, brown tiles
for
in
any of
every
them.
single one.
But for some reason, this particular project looks kind of nice to me. And they always do paper money, which I don't quite get.
But
they
that's nice looking paper money,
It
at
is. Most 18XX players, I think, end up just using poker chips.
Yes, from what I understand, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a nice looking project. I'm not a huge 18XX person.
Yeah, I think it looks sharp.
That's
I
true.
don't
I don't think I've
wanna
ever
play
seen
these.
people playing an 18XX game with paper money. I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever seen
They
that.
just
I know,
they
yeah.
just use the poker chips. Yeah.
All right, that's our only GameFound project this week, actually. Ooh, look.
Oh, look.
Ooh look! Ooh look!
It's about cooking. I'm in.
Ooh look!
I think that if I saw this in a
I'm on
store, it
fire.
would take me a while. Here, I can just read this. That
Yeah.
font.
You are so picky about fonts. I think. That font doesn't bother me.
That one doesn't. No, I saw that one pretty.
It's a solid font. That's a solid
10 out of 10. That font.
6.5.
That's a 10 out of 10. That font. I'm just kidding. That font doesn't bother me. It's an
not
interesting looking game.
Yeah, I really think this is interesting. I mean, it's very simple Euro mechanics, right? Going out, worker placement, action selection, collecting, trying to kind of fulfill your, I guess they're not contracts, but making your food to feed your workers and points. I mean, it's very simple. It seems like very simple, streamlined Euro mechanics and an absolute, I think, gorgeous setting.
Yeah.
So no, I think that this looks really good.
Okay, I want to be clear. All I said was the font. I think the game looks amazing.
Calm down,
You don't
Tim.
know.
I think it looks really good.
Hashtag calm down, Tim.
Unlike Tom.
Yeah.
I wish I knew a little bit more about the gameplay. Like, they show me a lot of sort of the actions I can take from the page, and I didn't try to look for a rule book or anything, which maybe they have. I wish from the page I could get a better sense of how the game's going to play. I'm not really getting that feeling from this.
I kind of am. I kind of feel like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's going to be, like Camilla said, a relatively standard worker placement, resource management game. And so that in itself could be kind of damning praise, right? I don't know if it's going to stand out much other than maybe the look. The thing that's interesting, though, is that you've played, Tom, other games by this company, and I have not. The Star, Scrappers, whatever.
Yes, I did want to ask you about
So I
these
don't
other
know
games.
anything about that stuff.
Okay, so actually, I have not played Cave-In. We've been just.
I've played.
Have you?
I played Cave-In? I think so.
Oh no, I played the original game that this came from. This is the ones that the Frixilius brothers were involved with.
Right.
I've not played almost anything else they have. This Orbital, I played the original version.
Okay.
And Cave-In, I believe I played the original version of that too. I think.
And I played the other one, the
just
deck
weird.
building one. They have another Star
Actually,
Scrappers
Z and I
one.
both played Hard City.
Did you?
We did?
Okay.
That was that cop game that we got sucked into at the Gathering that one time.
Oh. It was
That's what that is?
forgettably terrible.
You don't remember
it sounds
that?
like.
That
Is that what I'm
game?
picking
Yeah.
up?
That game was terrible.
Okay.
I mean, it was terrible in a.
It's just this.
Yeah, this is definitely that game.
The game that we're talking about today doesn't look like any of these games to me.
It really does not look like one of their games,
Right.
and yet, it does make me worry because I don't tend to like their games.
That's the
Yeah,
thing, right?
that is-
They are
interesting.
they're a company that does graphic design very well. Apparently, they produce their own videos and they've done videos for other people.
companies. Yeah, I've seen that.
And this is a game that just doesn't look like it's from this company. That's the thing.
This to me looks like one of the French publishers' games. You know what I mean? It kind of has that feel to it.
Yeah.
It has that look. It has
Yeah.
that style.
Right.
Absolutely, yeah. This looks like the new Hachette or something.
Right, or
like
catch-up games or something like that.
Yes,
Yeah,
right. So, I don't know. It looks neat. And I do like those plastic pieces
Yes.
for the monuments. They're just chunky little monuments.
Chunky little borders. Yes.
Yeah,
I know,
they're whatever you
super
said.
cute,
Yeah,
chunky
yeah.
little borders.
Sorry, I didn't understand what you just said.
Chunky little borders.
I think she's saying chubby little buddies.
Yes. But I think, so to go back to the mechanisms here for a second too, I really liked, I'm not really into economics, right? But this one has that kind of variable, it's not really a market, I think it's as you deplete or harvest through the field, you can see the supply go down, but then it goes back up. And so I really like that variable nature of the round because you see people going there, so you can kind of plan ahead for that, And so I think, again, just not necessarily new mechanisms in the Euro spectrum of things, but it seems like they're put together in a really cute package. So I did want to ask about the games before because I hadn't played any, but
What's their goal? I can't see it from here.
14,829.
I'm really
okay.
surprised it's only 28.
Yeah, I am too.
Because it was really, intriguing.
All right, Mythic trading card game.
I hate this.
Okay. I
I'll
hate
say it.
everything about it.
Diamond Dig.
Yeah.
Speaking of negative interest,
Yeah.
no, I'm
Yeah.
going to tell you how much I hate it.
I hate the artwork.
I hate the art.
No, you go.
No, I hate the artwork.
Let it
I hate the artwork.
I hate it most.
I am Spartacus.
I am offended by
You don't like this guy's red face?
Oh, it's terrible.
This is this.
Look at
yeah.
Z, they did the thing you love. Look at their attack. 4,000.
Right, that design. I wouldn't stay scrolled in for long, Tom. There's a lot of
Yeah,
these
there
cards
is some stuff
I
that's
would
pretty-
not.
I was going to skip and go to the next one, but you
do.
get to go back.
Fantastic. Bye.
Diamond Dogs. I'm Diamond Dig.
Oh, nice Bowie reference.
That is a Con Air reference.
If I remember
Diamond Dog.
right,
That actually is a Con Air reference.
well, my reference was earlier, but if I remember right, they were billing this as kind of a 2.0 of Diamant or of Ink and Gold, but they're not saying that on the project, are
might
they?
not be allowed
Did you
to.
watch the video?
I didn't watch the video.
Yeah, no, it says it's like
Do
the
they?
next in this.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because
they
it's
do.
Did they say that? It just said from the designers.
No, it
of.
says. Oh, maybe it doesn't. Yeah, but no, I thought it definitely like lists those games. Diamond, Ink and Gold.
Yeah, no, it definitely
third
at the
one.
beginning of the video, which
Yeah.
I thought was funny. It was
very
like
front forward.
from the designers of Diamant, Ink and Gold, and then a game Bobby West did. And I'm like, okay, so Diamant and Ink and Gold are the
The
same game,
right?
and then Bobby West did a different game, which I guess was also some sort of push your luck. I don't know. Mm-hmm.
Bobby
Comes
West
this.
and Al Moon have been,
They've been working together for a while.
yeah, really working together. This is interesting here. They're like, hey, back it or don't get it.
Yeah.
That's what this
Yeah.
little old thing says here. They said maybe you'll get it later on, but not, which is not going to bode well.
yeah.
It felt Ink and Gold meets Quacks. Very, very stripped down Quacks.
Yeah.
That's unfortunately
You know?
the same thing that came to mind for
That's
me
it.
when I saw the mechanics of
Yes.
pulling from a bag simultaneously until you want to stop or you
Yep.
bust.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so unfortunately right now, that's Quacks with Quedlingberg.
Right.
Because that game is enormous.
This is bad.
What?
Al Moon and Bobby West. The list of accolades for these guys is too numerous to list. No! List them!
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
From
that-
designer of Ticket to Ride, why wouldn't you put that?
Right, like why would you not mention their accolades? I mean, then they go to the developer. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, that
No,
is a
that's
bit
not a
odd.
good move.
That is a bit odd.
Here's because again, you got to realize this. The problem with this is the problem with a lot of Mr. B games. They just don't look that great.
Don't.
This
They really
looks
don't.
okay.
I do like the idea of this one, again,
art's
comparing
fine.
it to Quacks, of the mitigation. So you can put certain things in your bag as to pull out to get a torch or whatever it was
Yeah,
to
yeah.
mitigate blowing up or busting. You know, and so I did like that element of bag building in order to incorporate some mitigation.
I like Bobby West stuff.
But again, this is one.
What else has he done?
This is one
It's
that
too many to list.
Okay.
I would want to play, but I don't know that it's one
Threw
I
up
would
the
back on a
softball.
Kickstarter.
You
Sorry, I
hit
got
it out of the
two
park.
conversations
Sorry, Camilla.
going on. No,
Yes.
I just didn't want to overtalk. So.
Well, I was over talking you.
I was going to
Oh,
say,
no, sir.
that was
Okay, you go ahead.
definitely directed at
You
you.
were actually
Mike.
making a salient point. I was being an idiot. All right.
No, I was
Word.
just saying this is one that I wouldn't want to go to Kickstarter for. I would
Yeah.
want to, play or pick up, like right off the bat. It's not like a one that draws
Yeah.
me to back
Yeah, I don't want to look
necessarily.
at this right now and be like, oh yeah,
I'll get in
I'll
here.
get this in a year.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah,
It's
right,
like
exactly.
this needs to be kind of like maybe an impulse buy if it's cheap sort of thing.
Yes, exactly.
There's nothing here that I'm going,
Yeah.
put my money down.
I love
Yeah.
Ink and Gold. I love Diamond, and so I'd be interested in this.
You
but
like both of
not-
those?
I do like both of them individually for their differences. The tense. That's it.
It's a sense.
Fold this card.
yeah.
Yes.
Almost Innocent. Now, this artwork looks exactly the same as the game we just played.
Hidden Leaders. It's the same artist.
Is it the same
Yeah,
artist?
absolutely.
It's the same world.
Oh, it is the same world
Yes.
also, because I was very curious about
which
that.
game I
it
missed
is.
it.
A
Yeah.
cooperative
Hidden Leaders.
deduction. This is
Oh.
from Colossal, but Colossal did not make that other game, did they?
No.
No, but this is. I think this is being brought over again by. But Colossal will do that. They'll kind of work with some.
I
other
really like
publishers,
this
I
art. It
think.
has
Must
like a
be it.
specific style. It looks different than others.
I think it looks great. I love the art. I mean, I really do like the look of it. And I think it's an intriguing, kind of a setup for the game too. I don't know if it'd be any good, but
Yeah.
I definitely would want to try it.
The idea here, again, I'm not
Yes.
sure how it works, but the idea of it being a cooperative deduction game.
Right.
Yeah.
In which I am asking you things, and you have my answer.
Right.
And I'm trying to figure out what it is, and then you ask me things, and I have your answer and give you
Right.
clues. But it's co-op.
Yeah, it's a neat
Yeah.
idea.
I'm not
right?
trying to
Interesting.
mess you up. I'm
Right.
not hoping you ask me the wrong thing or
Yep.
waste your turn.
Right.
That is so clever and
Yeah.
interesting.
It is.
I really like that. Now, I will say that game style doesn't really necessarily translate to what they're telling me is the theme, which is we had a rowdy night and we're
Yeah.
all in jail together.
I feel
And-
like.
Trying to figure out.
What do you think?
No,
I think they're trying to tie it into the Hidden Leaders game, honestly.
Yeah, but
I feel like you're trying to
also-
corroborate your stories to
Yeah.
tell the cops.
Yeah.
without
Maybe
being
that's
really
it. Yeah, maybe that's it.
Yeah, no, I
that's
think
cool.
I think it's
Yeah.
neat looking.
I think-
Kinfire Chronicles Night's Fall. Now, this is a big game, and they're like from the makers of Descent. In fact, I'm pretty sure I saw this is Kevin Wilson, right?
Yes.
I saw him saying something to the effect of, this is like the game he's most proud of in a long time.
He might be part of. Is he part of the studio that's doing? Because this is their first.
Yeah, you're right. It does say that here.
Yeah, I think
Kevin Wilson, Chris Butler. I can't pronounce this person's name. I'm sorry.
We can't see it from here, so I'll just take your word for it.
Katazerna Redicek?
I'm sure
There's
that's right.
people from League of Legends, people from
Arcane League of
from,
Legends and Witcher 3.
yeah,
Cyberpunk.
they're called CD Projekt Red, I guess.
Yeah, right. I like a lot of things about this project. I like believe it or not, the acrylic standees. I think those look
I thought
great.
those looked good.
I think this is a very slick looking page. Like this is giving me some confidence that there's at least competency behind the people that are producing it.
Yeah.
Will it be a game I like? I don't know. I was a little bit they're like, be up and playing in 15 minutes.
Once you know all the rules and have gone over
To
everything
me,
with
that's
everybody
not
else
a
screen.
selling point. That's like, wow, that seems like a long time to get set up to play a game, 15 minutes. But maybe I'm misunderstanding how that
Maybe
goes.
they mean like from Bank to Bullet, kind of like,
Maybe.
you know, as soon as you open the box,
You're good to
be
go,
playing
maybe.
in 15 minutes.
What?
What is it from
You said
Bang
from Bank? Oh, from Bang to Bullet.
I
thought you
think
said
is
Bank
the-
to Bullet.
I don't know if I've
It's
heard
like-
that, but I'm going to go with that.
That's a great phrase.
It is a good one.
We're going to steal it.
Yeah.
I think that's the phrase. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, this is intriguing. I've used that word a few times, but this is another game that is intriguing to me. I'm a little worried that would this be one of those types of games where it's going to be too much? You know what I mean? Like I'm going to be overwhelmed by the amount of material. I don't know.
It does look deceptively. I feel like it'll be deceptively big. Like you look at it and you're like, okay, yeah, standees, cute, card game, okay, with 15 stories,
Yeah.
and it just seems like this game is going to be overwhelming. There's going to be
could
a
be,
lot
yeah.
here.
Yeah.
I'm intimidated by it in many ways because I don't know. I just worry about there being some impenetrable sort of aspects to it. A lot of people behind the game are incredibly talented and obviously have the reputation to back that up. But yeah, I agree with you. I'm not sure if this is for me.
Tom, I'm curious your thoughts on this one.
He loves it. 9.5 out of 10.
It looks really good.
It does, right?
I'll give it a chance. It's a new studio. Kevin Wilson, I've really liked a lot of his stuff,
Right.
and some of it has fallen flat.
Yes.
It all depends on the developers. Yeah, I mean, I think Kevin Wilson's a great developer on his own, but his own games sometimes have not always gone over well with me. But
yeah.
he made Descent, so I mean,
Yeah.
he has Descent forever. You know,
That's true.
that, and he also made he's the developer on the best version of Cosmic Encounter ever made. So
Well,
I'll give him that.
all right.
I don't know. I'll try it. I am so over this name.
You got.
Dwarves Legendary Forest. So I'm actually Dwarves is now the same as say
Valeria.
Valeria and stuff. If you say, "Do you want to play Dwarves something?" I'm like, "Which one?"
Yeah.
I think there's like 6 of them now, and they all use the same artist. It's like a cutesy. So far, I'm like 3 for 3 with the Dwarves games that I don't like them. That's just the way it is. I don't like Dwarves fall or summer or winter. I don't remember.
I haven't played any of them. But for one reason or another, they've never terribly appealed to me.
The
That's where
rules
I
are
am.
terrible.
I have. I keep thinking it's like.
Oh, except
they're
for
so-
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine. Go ahead.
Except for Catapult Feuds.
Well, that's
is that
yeah,
cool?
that's
Yes,
a very different
I do like
game.
that.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
I
This
do.
is the guy we had dinner with.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I love that game. I think it's fantastic. No, this is, I'm with you, Mike. It's one of those, like, I feel like it's one I should play because there's so many of it, and Dwarves this and
There's
Dwarves that.
one
Oh, maybe I should
Dwarves
play it, but I
Fall.
don't want to. You
They're
know,
just
like,
not
I don't
calling
have
to
much
me.
to add to this other than I
This one's just Dwarves
haven't
Spring,
played and aren't interested.
Yeah.
I'll play
Dwarves Winter and
Catapult
Lost
Feud.
Tribes, Dwarves Legendary Forest. You know what? Maybe this will be the one.
Z is enthralled.
Pass.
You should play Catapult. This one looks better than the other ones.
It
Does? It looks the same.
No, it doesn't. It looks
very
The
good.
other ones had little cards,
Yeah, you moved around in cards and stuff.
and this one has a board.
Yeah.
Oh,
Were they showing this at Gen Con?
sure, why not?
They may have.
Yeah, I don't
You know,
remember. I
don't-
don't ever saw it.
Don't condense like that. Like there's one of those cards is a board. That's not like a. There's more than that.
Look, there's a number in the title that's the same as 7th Continent. the same game.
I'm kind of. I'll give it a shot. This is my last dwarf shot.
All right, you get one more shot, dwarves.
All right. Last game, The Fog, Escape from Paradise. This is from. I'm not trying to pronounce the name of that company.
Okay. This looks really abstract. Just on the, I really, when I got
the
here,
true spirit of
when I
Kickstarter.
got down here, I laughed and laughed. His mustache, if you look at the picture, looks to be made of the same stuff as the font in Fog.
Oh.
I thought that was funny.
geez.
Like,
It's always possible Grant did that on purpose.
no, I think it's just
Yeah.
his big mustache.
big-
He's got a very big mustache.
He does.
Insane.
Anyway, the gameplay with the tiles and it looks very thematic the way they're pitching it. Gameplay looks super abstract.
It does. It just kind of looks like a little puzzle of how do you choose your person and get them there to
Yeah.
your ship so you save it and the fog doesn't overtake them. Yeah.
I have no interest in this. And again, maybe if you really like abstract games, puzzly games, this might do it
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
I don't like these two things together in this case. The theme, the look of that cover, and then a puzzly game that is basically purely abstract and lists 120 minutes as the upper end.
That's
Yeah,
the thing.
that's-
I was like,
Those things all don't mesh for me.
for abstract, that is not one of my preferred genres. I want something very, very pretty, which I think this checks. I like the aesthetics of this, but I also
You
want
do?
it pretty quick.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't dislike the aesthetics.
I
of it.
don't like them.
I wouldn't say I love it, but I was like, yeah, I think it looks good. I mean,
think
for
it
an
looks
abstract,
nice.
I think it's, but I don't want to play an abstract for that long.
Sounds super thematic though. The Fog.
I know, right? It does.
It's coming.
And there's a little fog marker that moves up and destroys them. Do they die?
You know,
They
I
get
would like to
clever.
see, on a side
happens?
note, a cooperative board game based on Mist, the movie,
The Stephen King.
where all your people are stuck in a grocery store. That'd be an interesting,
Interesting.
probably be semi-co-op though, because one person would start a cult.
Yes.
All right,
Try
never
to
mind.
sacrifice people.
It's a super good.
Alrighty, before we go look at our non-gaming projects, of which there are several, let's go back one more time to Mark.
Street again?
Hey folks, welcome back to another Dice Tower preview recap. I'm Mark, and today we only have one game to look at, so gear up and let's venture into deep space. So today's game is USC Reach. Now, you have a certain landing site that you have to hit with your spacecraft, but you have crew that you have to man and build in this deck builder in order to increase your abilities and power in order to achieve the goals of landing on a new world, trying to find that way you can basically help humanity survive. And in building out your crew, you'll start with novices, but you'll eventually get veterans to be more powerful, more effective in your ships. So there's lots of interesting ways to build out your deck as you build out that crew. And of course, you're gonna be going on missions trying to solve all the needs of the crew and what you need in order to land on the new world. All right, folks, if this game looks like something of interest to you, please go check out our full preview. And if you want your game featured as a Dice Tower preview, please shoot me an email. All right, folks, until next time, we'll see you at the table.
All right, you've been waiting for it. The non-board gaming stuff. If you have something that's not a board game, that's dumb, stupid, great, amazing, weird, or a combo, send it to tom@dicetower.com.
You're about
First, we have the Mega Tote. So,
Hey, it's that thing we were asking about earlier.
Also called back problems.
I feel like this was made specifically for like the people who want to go backpacking in Europe.
I don't know.
No,
I feel
this
like
is-
beach. They're going
This
for
is
a
2
beach
out of
thing.
every 3 people at Gen Con is what this is.
I feel like this is-
Smashing into me in
Yeah,
the
no,
aisle.
I feel like this is only made for people who carry like cotton batting or something like that, because anything more than that is going to be so heavy.
No, it's fine. This was made
Really?
by a chiropractor.
Oh.
It was, so you get more business.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's called
This
job
is
security.
The problem with this is they're not telling me how great the bag is. They keep going, it's big.
so
Right.
big.
It's
They do show
humongous.
you. There is a video. I actually spent more time on this than I'm not ashamed to admit. A lot of those games. They do show you that you pack it from the top, for example, but then there's a side. You can open the side.
Oh, like no other bag.
Right.
No
Oh,
other
yeah.
bag does that, Tom.
Innovative.
Okay, what bag do you
Innovative.
own that you pack from the top and then look at from the side? That's wild sauce. Also, a couple of mesh pockets in which you may keep various beach accoutrements.
So it's for the beach.
It's for the beach.
It says outdoors camping.
You get
Anything.
this. You get that safe you bury in the sand.
right.
You combine them, you have your own fort.
That's Correct.
Beach fort.
Yeah, but can't I just use a duffel or a suitcase?
Not if
I like this.
if you're
He goes
looking
to-
at this peasant.
Duffels are great if you like torturing your shoulder. You just showed us you carrying this bag on your shoulder.
No, both though. Spreading the love
That's right.
And then
across both.
that's called a backpack.
Yeah, well, you know,
And then
don't talk
suitcase
about
if you
that.
struggle with every single curb or staircase.
Yeah,
I'm like,
no, this is,
the ones with wheels. Have you ever got to like a curb? You're like, I don't know what to do now.
Yeah, what now?
How do I get up on this curb?
Has this ever happened to you?
Oh my god.
This thing it's big though. You got to give it to him. It's a
Well,
megatote.
he's taking it out on a date.
Yeah.
That's him in the bag.
Also, I tell you
Date
what,
is
I
in that
mean,
bag.
you're going to be so back weighed.
I'm sorry. It got super dark.
I know. I was trying to move on.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's gonna.
Yeah, you're gonna be. Can you imagine like trying to go up like an escalator on this thing? You're gonna be dead.
Oh
You're
my
gonna
gosh.
tumbling
All
down.
it takes is
There's
one.
no way. You're
And the
dead.
people behind you.
All of them
Take
dead.
it, all of them.
You can just
But you
bury
can
them in
fit
your
them in the
megatone.
bag.
There you go.
Weighs 2.95 pounds. I'll give him that.
Empty.
Empty. Yeah.
Well, you know what though? If you're gonna use it, you know what I might use this for? Luggage.
Oh, but you need the hard sides.
Not if you're
No,
putting
it's just
clothes in it.
clothing, just for clothing.
Oh. Yeah.
It's a maybe. Maybe this is great.
If you checked it, yeah. If you could check it, like lock it and check it.
I'm sorry, the third guy there, he's gonna.
Ridiculous.
No.
It's like so ridiculous.
He's like leaning forward to
Yeah,
overcompensate. He's like,
That's
"Oh."
true.
Yeah, you're
He's
definitely.
really tilted.
You take this thing off, you're gonna just fall. You're so used to having this weight.
It's like a great hamstring workout, right?
Yes.
Wait, so it's expensive, but
Yeah,
let me
shocking.
see how many people are backing this.
85.
85.
I do like the they say like if you don't want to have the whole thing extended, you can just roll the extra and then strap that down. So if it's folded way down, it looks like you have a giant play mat
Yeah.
rolled on top of your bag. You know, it's
Yeah.
this massive burrito sitting on
good
top of your
look.
bag.
I mean, I really do like that because they'll do that in like waterproof sacks or hiking book bags. They'll have that feature. You can roll it down. I do think it's cool, but like you said, you look stupid.
All
Just get a
right.
hiking
I think it's
bag.
great. I
We've
think it's
done
great.
research
That
on the
comes with
next
supports.
project, or at least I was told we were doing
Oh yeah,
research.
we've done
did
research.
WashWow.
Yes.
So you get, you said you have a chemist.
I do, yeah. I have two brothers that are chemists, and so I called them, sent them this project and was like, hey, I'm stupid, tell me about this. And so pretty much, it's like he says, it's kind of like using peroxide.
So we should tell people what this
hydrogen
is
peroxide.
also.
Oh, this cleans your clothes and washes your vegetables.
Fruit and
I'm super
veggies.
confused. How can it do
detergent.
both?
Without
because
the same
what it is,
time,
it's like,
Tom.
because it splits the water, I guess is what it does. And so it splits it into hydrogen and hydroxide.
It's like the Red Sea. It
And
splits
so, right,
the,
so when it splits the
water.
water, it's actually splitting those molecules up and like detaching them and cleaning them. But
Most
in
is
order
wow.
for that to happen, it has to be in a very specific environment. And
What happened to this guy? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. He was trying to carry that megatone around too much. His
Okay,
inside
continue.
blew up.
yeah, anyway, so yeah, pretty much that. It's splitting the water, and so it's kind of like peroxide, but that's a very like scientific thing in a lab that you do, and they're trying to make a real world thing for it here. And yeah, in theory it could work, but it belongs in a lab was the takeaway that I got from
Like
him.
this is in theory a real concept. This is probably
This-
way too weak to do that
Correct,
in
yeah.
like a home setting.
Correct, yeah,
it's
is
got
what
like
they're
a
saying.
portable charger. You plug it in. and
Right,
it's
like a
like
little
you-
USB
Charge it
button.
in order to
Right.
Here's the
So-
thing. If you gave me one of this, I would say, okay, I'll try this on my clothes. I just don't know that I would put it in a bowl of fruit.
I would put it in a bowl of fruit before I add it to my clothing,
I would add it to clothing. I'd probably just
Clothing
never
I
wear
bought.
the clothing.
and I intend to continue using that fruit. Like if this ruins 3 bananas for me, I'm like, all right.
No, but you don't know. You'll be like, poison.
Also, hey, I want to see you put a banana in that thing. Also, what kind of clothes are you going to fit in there, too? I mean, how big is this thing?
It's very
Well, no, you-
small, but you just
Well, she keeps it
Small
on,
clothes. There you go.
yeah, she keeps it on her
They
coffee
show
table
you.
right
They
there.
show
The
you all different
decoration.
kinds of clothes you can put in there.
Where is it?
there's
Well,
a funky
there.
like this guy is just doing laundry in like a Megatote. Look at
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Well, that's for the same company.
Power of natural cleaning.
Sensitive skin. I mean, that I can buy.
Sure, yeah, yeah.
Right, because some people have trouble with the different soaps that are out there.
Yeah.
Also-
I like this. Yeah.
That's
my
great. And then beat
Yeah.
it with a bat.
I do. Yeah, I do like to hit
We
my
test
washing machine
all
with a bat.
Kickstarter projects
very
with a
often.
bat.
Right.
That's part of our battery of tests that we do.
Oh my gosh.
Crash resistant.
All right. Mechanical heart giving
Okay,
immortal heart.
stop laughing. I don't know why I like it, but I
Roy,
do.
get that pick of the week ready. Camilla
I don't
is
know.
all in.
I
on the
give you
mechanical heart.
my heart, dear.
Okay, no, I do think that's stupid. But
So it's not
but, like,
creepy. It's cool. Actually, when I first saw it,
Yes.
I was like, "Oh, that's a cool looking cyberpunk heart."
Yeah.
Vase.
Till I realized it was a vase. That's the part that's stupid. Okay. Yeah. If this was some kind of tote, then I would be okay with that.
It can be.
No, it can't be a tote.
The heart tote.
Go down, keep scrolling.
Wait, I'm getting
It
nervous
is-
now.
Aorta back this.
Is
Oh!
right there.
That's not what I would consider a tote.
Oh, that's like a.
This is not a tote.
What is that, though? Is that like your clutch that you carry
I
to
would
the,
not
to
do
the
that,
fancy
yeah.
thing?
Tell you what, you walk around Costco with that thing, you're not making it out of there. There's something really bad's going to be happening to you.
No, I don't know why. I want to hate this, and I think it's dumb, but I love it so much. I would absolutely have this, like,
Why isn't
on
none of
my
them red or
bedstand.
pink? Though?
I don't know, it's very odd.
why is
It also
what?
says my heart will go on the side.
I would not want that.
And
Can
it
I
looks like it
scratch
has
Is
a
that
button.
optional though? The My Heart Will Go On
I
thing?
don't think it's
I think
optional.
if you press a button, it
Oh.
sings the song.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Oh dear.
And in a really titty voice.
Yeah, it's like a MIDI file.
Tinny, double N.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, you're welcome.
What's wrong with you guys? Let's move on. I think
Pie
we just
Pod,
jumped
the ultimate
shark.
pizza reheating and storage solution. We've looked at burger holders.
We have.
We've looked
Yes.
at taco holders. Now it's
Yeah.
time for
Look at
pizza.
Oreo dippers.
Can I say I don't like that font?
You
I
can.
hate
You
that
can.
font.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's made from leftover pizza.
Made from lots of pie pods.
But this product.
No slice left behind. My issue with it is that you are very, very limited to the size and shape of your pizza. I feel like this is discriminatory against
Square
Sicilian pizzas.
Yes.
Oh.
Against Detroit style pizza.
Right.
Oh my
against
gosh,
Chicago
here we
style
go.
pizza.
Okay, you can stop.
This is
Okay.
outrageous, and I frankly,
Have backed it.
I'm all in.
I have a question, okay? And maybe somebody here can help me clarify this.
Okay.
The idea here is it's a container
Yep.
that are stackable. You put a slice, the next one, you put a slice, and then the final one is a rubber thing. The bottom is a metal triangle.
Is it metal? No, I thought it was.
'Cause you put it in
not
the
ceramic.
microwave,
I want
right?
to say it's
I doubt it's metal because you put it in the
yeah, it's
microwave
not
to heat
metal.
up.
Well, therein lies my question. I'm pretty sure it's
I
metal.
thought it was stone.
Actually, it probably makes more
I think
sense.
it's made of space-age polymers, I think is what it
It's
is.
a space-age polymer.
Let's get your
Yeah.
I
cousin
don't know. I
Roy.
thought this was
'cause
metal.
they
I mean,
split
It says
right?
space age microwave crisper pan.
Does it say space-age?
Oh,
I was
it's
right.
Just wear your glasses all the time.
What?
It says polymer. I was
Oh.
totally joking
Oh my
about
gosh,
that.
you're so smart.
It
okay,
is
so
a
it's some
space-age
sort
polymer.
Yeah.
of
But
plastic.
wait, I want to know if this is something that anyone would even need. I mean, does anyone even eat pizza?
Oh, let me tell
One
you.
out of 8 people are eating pizza on any given day.
Where did they eat it at?
It's so hard to tell. Yeah, I do love that they act like nobody has ever heard of pizza.
Like they need to
It's so
explain.
weird. Like
Yeah.
a third of the page is explaining what pizza is.
Yeah.
We get it. I mean,
Buckle up, folks. There's a new taste sensation you may not be familiar with.
It's one of the top 3 favorite foods to eat at college and universities. What's the other 2? Ramen and.
NSFW. I don't know. This is.
What the? Michael!
It was a drug reference. I'm sorry. It was a drug
It's too
reference.
late now.
I don't know what he said, and I'm for one glad I missed it.
Okay, this is okay, but if you're gonna heat up pizza, you get a frying pan, a pat of butter,
Yeah.
and you're good.
A pad
Yes.
of butter, you just said?
Yeah, that is the
I
term.
would-
Let's take a look at the butter pad.
This really does.
What's a butter pad?
And this really does act like a pizza stone in the microwave. I would do this over the frying pan. I'd still probably go toaster oven, but
Yeah, see,
but
toaster
this
ovens
is the
are
way to
pretty.
go.
They're pretty
Although
good.
if you have
with leftover
kids, this
pizza.
is easier for them to do.
Yes.
You say,
No, because they're supposed to put this thing in the microwave, blast it for 3 minutes, then remove it extremely carefully, put the pizza on it, and pop it back in there for another 30 seconds or something. No, this is very dangerous. It gets extremely hot. This is space-age polymer, okay? Are you crazy?
Wait,
The whole,
That's what has
the
the
whole
silicone
selling
around it,
point is
though.
that it gets that much
Is that
hot.
bag
It
in
gets
this
up
one
to
too?
It gets
400 degrees.
very hot. It might melt the microwave around itself.
it's the bag again, Mike.
It
Is
is.
that the bag?
Also made of
How many
space-age
of these can
polymer.
fit in one of those duffel bags?
There's
I
only
got-
one way to
It's
find out, Tom.
I brought all the pizza.
Back them both.
Yeah,
Back 'em
that's amazing.
both.
Okay. all-in-one device, computer, smartphone, tablet. I mean, seriously, I have a laptop.
I didn't see this. Did I miss one?
You probably
This
did.
was in there, but yeah.
I have a computer, I have a smartphone, I have a tablet.
Yeah.
Why I have 3 devices? I can have them all in one.
One.
Low
Yeah.
cost, too.
This is
There you go.
$398, but he wants $75,000.
But I like how it
Also,
also.
he's not going to show you much of it at all.
No, because this is ridiculous.
What is this? I
I
missed
don't know.
this one.
So it makes all the devices work like all the devices, kind of, right? So like you can access your so you can use like your Windows application and program on your phone or your tablet, so it like can mirror them is what I got, but then you can use it on any device, so you still have the same devices. That's as
confused.
far as I got. It was like they all, because it stores everything and mirrors them, is what I got from it.
whatever. Yeah.
I
yeah.
don't know.
I believe it.
But I made
yeah.
it to that one right there where it looks like DOS prompt. One more up, I was like, it doesn't look like DOS prompt, but it.
But he also wrote
kind
the
of-
price here on a piece of masking tape.
Yes.
I'm good.
This doesn't look shady at all.
No. This gives me complete
feeling
and utter
very
confidence.
confident.
Yeah.
I mean, it took Google a while to figure out some of these things, but I'm sure he's got it solved.
All right. This is my favorite project, the Tickle Monster.
Ah.
An 80s inspired horror short film. Did you guys watch the trailer?
Yes.
I watched the trailer.
I think the trailer
yes.
was the movie.
It's supposed to be a short film, yes?
It's a short film. It will be a short film
Yes.
about the well-known Tickle
I wasn't
Monster.
sure. Yeah, is it a real person one or is it going to be animated? Because in the movie it had a little bit of both.
This monster will
I
tickle
think
you to
it's
death.
just a
Mixed
filmed
media.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it was
That
really
would be very
nice.
expensive to animate.
I mean, the animated one looks like really cool.
Okay, so
I
they
do like that
went out
mask.
and found the best act. It's
Yep.
so bad. Like
It's-
it's a terrible trailer.
Well, I almost get the impression like he's kind of like, what's the word? It's like he's almost making himself like
Schlocky.
critic-proof because he's going for that 80s horror movie thing, which
Yeah,
was
yeah.
very, very cheap looking.
It's supposed to be schlocky on
Right.
purpose.
Yeah, but the actors at least acted a little. These are really bad.
Have you seen some of those 80s
I have.
horror
I've
movies?
been watching
They're
a few of
terrible.
them. I just watched one where they made these robots to defend a mall, and then they started killing everybody.
Sounds about right.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So I guess, like you say, he's kind of critic-proofing himself with that a
Yeah,
little bit.
I get that.
Anyway, it's very amusing.
It is.
It's worth your time to watch a trailer and then move on to the last project, which is Stay. Okay, I love this so much. Stay with nature, natural sound player. I'm all on board with that.
Okay.
I like the idea of sounds and things.
Sure.
But why a cassette tape? Are we back in the 80s?
It sounds
think it's-
more natural.
Yeah, right.
Like, look, there's
you know-
definitely the
You know it doesn't
records.
go in a cassette player, right? You know it has a button on it, like that is the speaker, like that is.
I understand that,
Just
but
making sure
I
you
can
knew that.
just
Okay.
download this stuff.
No.
I think the whole point is
Siri,
to take
play me
out.
some nature sounds. Oh, why did I say Siri? Oh no!
Oh, no!
Alexis comes out. Who did you call?
Is that her?
What did you call me? Who's Siri?
Oh, Alexa, stop.
I tried to get them to talk to each other one time, but I couldn't get it.
That doesn't work
They
out.
go back and forth.
Yeah.
Really?
Why
Oh,
would you
man.
try to do that with AI? They're gonna take over. Anyway, this is all about like nature sounds. You want the real recorded stuff. You don't
Right.
want to generate it by a
Correct.
computer.
Yeah.
Which I guess maybe. Yeah.
I don't
know.
understand why you wouldn't just go take a. I mean, is it trying to take out that electronic sound of it? But why wouldn't you just go like make your recording?
I also just don't understand
Like,
why.
The delivery system is what's weird here,
Yeah,
right?
it
Like
is.
you're
It's like-
saying, just like send me a file. I mean,
Right? Does a cassette tape evoke the idea of nature to you? It doesn't to me.
I want it to be shaped like some sort of discarded log,
Right.
and
Or
that
like-
has a button and
Yes.
a speaker.
Or like
I
a
see that cassette
mechanical
tape. I
heart?
want to go run and grab a pencil
I
so
s-
I can tighten up.
If I see you
Right.
sleeping with a
Coil it up.
cassette tape next to you, I'd be like, that's
This
weird.
is time travel.
Like,
And they'd be like, "Why are you watching me sleep?"
yeah. Oh, there is
well,
that.
that's other reasons.
This man has a giant tote. We are what happened? What is
Too much
happening?
paint.
I'm Z Garcia. Hello.
You stepped way too much. Okay, so here we go. Picks of the week.
I don't remember anything.
Oh yeah, can we start at the beginning real quick?
Let's go through everybody. Let's
No.
go backwards.
I don't want my sister.
David, pick a
No.
legacy of you.
This is not even close for me. This is, of course, my pick of the week.
Lame.
Luckily, I'll tell you, there are some really good projects this week.
There are some
really
this is a
really
tough
good
one
projects
for
for
This
me.
was hard.
And this one was still so above and beyond, but there were some great weeks. I'm really freaking out about the next one we do.
Because there's a lot of good ones.
I'm already, yeah.
He's already losing
There's
weight.
like two
Like
things
12
I'm
of
like
them, right?
super excited
Mike, there
about.
are way more worse things to be stressed about. Like, what was my
I'm
pick of the week?
freaking out, man. I'm
Mike's
freaking out.
biggest concern. Okay.
I couldn't sleep last night.
I just kept
glad-
thinking and thinking. What's
yeah.
my pick of the
Right.
week gonna be?
I'm just glad that this one didn't have to compete. Although it did have to compete with some others, this is still my clear number one.
You're gonna have a restless
Pick of the
night.
week, baby.
All right, well, I'll do mine since
Go.
mine is Almost Famous.
Yeah, that's another
Oh,
good
that
looking
was
one.
I
good.
love Almost Innocent. Sorry, Almost
That's
Famous.
mega
Almost
death.
Famous is a movie.
That's
Yeah.
Megadeth.
Yeah.
Almost Innocent.
Almost honest.
Almost on.
I
That's a
like
Megadeth
I
song.
like the art a lot.
Yeah.
And I really like the idea of a cooperative deduction game, as long as it doesn't involve one person yelling at someone else at the end, like "you fool," you know.
Yeah.
But
That's a player problem,
Yeah.
right? That's a don't invite them back.
and yet we keep doing it. All right, but anyway, yeah, this one looks really fun. So
does
that's
look
my
good.
pick of the week. All right, Z.
I think my pick of the week might be Camilla's pick of the week too.
Oh, what is it?
That Sea of Legends.
Really?
Yeah,
I
that
thought
looks
you might
really
go
good.
with the trail one. The
Have you?
Trailblazers.
Have you played the base of it?
No.
Oh, all right, I'm roping you into that.
Oh yeah, that's right. I knew this was yours.
This looks
It's not.
more.
Oh, it's not hers.
What?
Okay, well. Oh, what's happening? Am I missing a thing?
This is not her pick of the week.
Are we throwing
Yeah.
our hats? Oh,
This
sorry.
is mine. I haven't played it. But, and again, I was concerned about those original issues. This has now been out for a while. They've worked on it for a while. I think I'm ready to jump in now.
All right.
You know what I mean?
All right.
It should be more robust, have a lot more content. I love the setting. I love the idea of using the app to facilitate the gameplay. Ah, this looks cool.
Got a Kraken.
Let's get cracking. Where's that jar?
So
Where's
this
the
is not
fine jar?
Camilla's pick.
This is not my pick. Oh my gosh, this is.
Wait,
Is it
I'm
the
hold
with
on.
Mike.
chonky thing, the U-lock thing?
Is it?
Yes. I like the little chunky
wow.
babies.
Okay, all right.
Yes, yeah, no.
Oh, I
So
thought
Sea
it
of
might be the
Legends.
Megatoad.
Or the
Uluk.
trail, or the trail.
Megatoad.
I really struggle with these three: the Sea of Legends, the Trailblazers, and this one. I just
Yeah.
went back and forth over and over. But I really like this. I think one of my favorite genres is that Euro mechanics and a very pretty, like thematic Euros. So I'm really, really charmed by this. I really want to play it.
Yeah.
I think it has a lot of good things going on. It looks great, and again, you get little chunky babies.
It's a really good point in the chat. I'd really like to know what Tim's pick of the week is.
Yeah, Tim should pick.
I'm picking the bag.
There you go.
The bag.
Yeah, the pizza. The space age polymer, anything.
What happened?
All right, folks, that was. We need to go outside. We're done here.
Yeah,
Fresh air.
we're done
We do.
today.
All right, folks, thanks so much for watching. We'll be back here tomorrow morning with Board Game Breakfast. And then tomorrow afternoon, you want to come because we're going to be talking about the worst board game covers of all time. And you get to vote.
Yes, and then Friday is a big live play as well.
And it is
Yes.
the Fox
Fox
Experiment.
Experiment.
The new Elizabeth Hargrave co-design.
Man, all kinds of good stuff. And then, of
got
course,
goodies.
reviews all over the place. So, huzzah! Thank you for watching. Thank you. There's a contest at the beginning of the episode. Go check it out. Get a copy of Forsaken. Until next time, I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Z Garcia.
I'm Ella Cleghorn.
I'm Mike Delisio.
Have fun carrying whatever you're carrying in that bag.
Your
Breaking
Tesla.
your back.
Carry your Tesla
Your
in the
date.
bag.